Good evening, everybody. It's been a bit of a rush job to get here, but we have matches tonight in this VP4 10 Ball Masters Championship, and we have the first match of the night underway, and it's between Mooncake and Spectre Dawn on the winner's side, race to 14. They've lagged for break. Spectre Dawn's won the first rack, and it's a call shot game. All combos and banks need to be called. It's winner breaks, 60-second shot clock, and a 60-second extension. It has been a rush because I had something to eat and then, cut a long story short, fell asleep. The stream has started. No stream on links, Hugh. I don't know, that's what I'm saying. The links have changed, but if you go to YouTube or Twitch, it will be there. Obviously it's on Twitch and it should be on YouTube somewhere. That's the thing that keeps confusing me. A quick recap while this match is underway. We have got other matches tonight that have crossed over. What? Now you're confusing me even more. No. There's nobody on YouTube, but YouTube should be live. It's just a matter of finding it. I don't know what the link is for it anymore. I noticed that Bill has arranged his match with Sergaresh, so that match is underway. So we'll keep an eye on that. Bill's already up 1-0, and we've got the Sylvia Bankster match tomorrow night at, I think that's 5 PM my time. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, 5 PM. So that'll be a bit of a warm-up match prior to Larry's match with Cobra. We've also got the match tonight an hour later, well 50 minutes time, between Linus and Party Marty. Party Marty I've never seen, but I'm willing to guess that Linus should win that one. He's been around long enough and he should win it. I'm making a shrewd guess there. Instincts telling me that. And right over here we have the match that's on at the moment, Mooncake and Spectre Dawn. We've got Stub still not sending any confirmation for the proposals that Semi-Pros sent them to get their match arranged, and the last one is Jover and Hazard, and that's about it, I think. So the only match that's actually got underway tonight that I don't think was scheduled was Mr. Bill and Sergaresh. So as I say, we'll keep an eye on that, but this is the main one we're going to watch. Now, well, there's Wit on YouTube, so that's working. Everything is working. So Spectre Dawn 2-0, off and running. Welcome to everybody. Sorry, it was a bit of a rush to get here. That rack is really tilted. Look at that. Or is it the camera? Hang on a minute. Yeah, it's the camera. I thought it was tilted badly. The camera hasn't been reset. So Mooncake already with work to do in this match. Spectre Dawn should be the hot favourite, I would imagine. Although looking at the ratings, they've both played enough games to have a reasonable enough rating for 10 ball, considering that most folk don't play it. So good evening, Popman. Larry's probably sitting there watching as well, but he just doesn't say hello. Good evening, Larry. Good luck tomorrow. And Cobra, I think, is there as well. Good luck to you as well. Yeah, we'll pop in and have a quick look and see how things are going. Oh, Larry's changed his name, or he's did a switch to Twitch. What one are you chat on? Is that YouTube or is it Facebook? No, it must be YouTube. It can't be Facebook. Anyway, welcome everybody. And Mooncake, well, we know it's an important visit, this one. He's got to show what he's made of, and he's going to take things out when he gets a chance if he's going to be a competitor in this match. which is what we like to see. We like to see both players blow for blow. So the problem ball is the 8 ball. That's the one that's going to cause the trouble. Obviously it goes into the bottom left hand corner here. There isn't a problem with it. Oh, wait a minute, my mouse is too high DPI again. Wait a minute. Right, that's us. But we can see it goes, but that is very tight to get onto. And this is why when he pots this, oh, of course he's hooked himself in the 6, so he's out of shape straight away. That is no good. Scratching beard. That's probably my mic. Good evening, Tin. Can see 6. What's that? What are you saying, Potman? Can see? Oh, he can see. Ah, yeah, he could see it, but he couldn't pot it into the middle, and it looks as if his chances may be gone. Well, unless Mooncake gets his act together pretty sharpish, I think you've been pretty generous, Cobra. With a 14-7, because we're barely 10 minutes gone here and it's 3-0. But like I say, when he had that chance there, you just cannot afford to get yourself out of line. You have to get on that ball. I mean, it wasn't as if there was problem balls to deal with apart from that 8, and he simply didn't get it done, didn't get the job done. So that's the first failure in his effort to get into the match. Meanwhile, Spectre Dawn breaks off in rack number 4. Ball in the break, no shot, but we know what's going to happen to Mooncake. Well, if Spectre Dawn had taken his time, he would have made a far better job than what he's done there, because that's awful. A really poor safety, and again rushed it far too quickly. And I think the only saving grace here is he can't, well, he's looking at this combo in the 10, but there's a danger of a scratch here, unless he's going to push it onto the rail and try and kick the 10 in that way. He certainly can't flush the 1 towards the 10 and not scratch, I don't think. Well, he's drawing, but yeah, that's what he tried, and now he's going to pay the price. Yeah, big time. It isn't set, but no doubt that Spectre Dawn's going to pick the angle and get this combo put away for 4-0. You can see it's not set, but he's again picked the line perfectly. But I think Spectre Dawn, with that safety he played, is maybe just in a bit too much of a hurry. He needs to not get sloppy, and what you don't want to do is get sloppy and let your opponent back into it with free visits. You've got to keep your eye on the ball. This time it's a dry break, but this time there's a shot in the 1, the 2 and the 3 and the 4, and the problem ball once again pretty close to the 9, but obviously the 5 goes. There's always that restriction in making sure you get there. I mean, anywhere here where the donut is, you've got a shot, and probably there as well without fouling the 9. So the question is whether Mooncake can get there. So now when we look at this 3 to 4 ball, he needs to get the angle on this 4 to be good, to make it easy just for like a natural angle off the rail to come across, rather than having to try and do anything. Well, he's going to have to stun across maybe back a wee bit, because he doesn't want to interfere with that 10 ball. Well, I presume everybody on the stream is now aware of the news that we got yesterday. Fellow Scott, I think he's pretty good on this, by the way, this 5 ball. I think he couldn't have got on it any better. And this is now so important that he doesn't cock this up. I mean, does he want to try and stop it before the 7 like that? Or he could have run through. See, the thing is, if he ran through and took it into the left middle, it makes it a lot easier to get good in the 9. And now he's playing a draw shot. You never really want to be playing delicate. Well, he's played the stun, so the angle was good. I thought he had too much angle, so that's at least got him out of that problem. Oh, again, just letting that cue ball run dangerously near the pocket there. But he should be off the mark. Now, so Spectre Dawn has had his deficit reduced. Mooncake breaking off. Rack number 6. His break is dry. Meanwhile, quick look at the bracket, and we'll see that Bill is 2-1 up. According to that. In fact, I haven't updated. I haven't hit the refresh thing down to 30 seconds, so it'll take a wee bit longer to update. So, the dry break from Mooncake and Spectre Dawn. Let's have a quick look round this side. Well, shot in the 1, no problem. Problem balls of 3 to keep this run going. And the other problem ball's the 2, because he's gone way too heavy in the 2. Now, is he going to try and squeeze that in past the 5? Well, that's extremely tight to be playing that. I'd be burying him down the rail there. Just a gentle nudge, and the path is between the 10, the 5, the 6 and the 3, and he's tried to cut it. Oh, and he's got the second prize. Now I need somebody to do me a favour. Somebody go to the BBC website, BBC, just Google BBC Sport Football, and give me the latest score in the Celtic game. They'll probably be 2-0 down by now. The match started at 6 o'clock. I even forgot the match was on in the Europa League. Is it 0-0? Well, that's a good result so far. They'll be well into the second half by now. Well, I know what I'd be doing. I mean, this is so easy for a safety. Just a quick nudge and a bit of left-hand English, hit that side rail and punch the cue ball back up into this top left-hand corner. Well, he's going all out for it. I'll give him his dues, but he's got to back it now. He's made that decision. And when you do that, you have to take it out with pots like that. If he fails, well, it's all a waste of time. Had a good chance of a half decent safety, but went all out for it. Now this is, I don't think you want to be delicate with this, because you could run straight down into that 9 and 7. Yeah, he's just stunned it across enough. And this is the one that's going to be the problem, because that 7 ball is very tight past that 9, so the assumption is he's not going to try and play that one, is he? Let's have a look. there's room there, but you really need to be where I'm sitting to pot that comfortably. And the angle he's got in the 6 might not be great enough to force this across to the right hand side. I mean, he could put a big bit of draw in it. Well, in the end, he's neither here nor there. Just a slight bit of angle out of line and it causes problems for your next shot. And that's what's happened. He's actually brushed it into the 9 and his chance is gone. And this is obviously going to hit the 9, the cue ball, once he hits the 7 if he's making the cut. And that 9 might head over towards the 8 as well. Well, who has it said 14-7? That was Cobra, wasn't it? Well, I think that is still fairly generous, because Mooncakes flouted a couple of chances to win racks. Well, the 9's gone nowhere near the 8. The 8's wide open, and the 9 is the problem. Now, what you do is take your medicine, stun the 8 and then get the cue ball across and play the combo. I don't think you should be trying anything more elaborate than that, but it looks as if, yeah, he's just going to stun it out. Good evening, Albie. Welcome aboard. We've got 2 or 3 matches on tonight, and we have an overlap matches. We've got Bill having arranged his match with Sergaresh. It's running at the moment, and we'll have a quick look at the score. That break was dry. I'm going to do this update here. Wait a minute to do this refresh thing, and we can see that Bill is I thought it was 2-1. Oh no, it's 3-1 now. Alright, 3-1. So Cobra is in Bill's room watching it in one monitor, and he's got me and a stream in another monitor. Is that the idea? Well, that's ended up half decent. Spectre Dawn can't see the 1. He can certainly get at it from the kick, but the long kick looks easier. Yeah, that's the one he's probably going for, up and down, roughly that middle diamond on the top rail as we look. He's missed a kick. Well, you see, you guys have to Alt-Tab. I just hit Control-Z because I've got the internal browser now working as well. Well, he's got a slight angle in this too, which is actually very handy because he's in trouble over the 5, and no issues so far. The jump, jumping from room to room works perfectly okay now, which was the main bug in it. You couldn't hit the little eye symbol thing and jump into a room from the bracket, but you can now. But this angle he's got here, he should just brush into the 7, holds him nicely in the 3, and another good angle on the 3. Now, this is where he has to make his mind up. Does he want to stun the 3 in and play a combo in the 9 with a 4, or does he want to try and get into the gap? Now he's trying to get into the gap, and he's played it well. Could not have played it any better. Now the big problem, he's going to have to go long here. I think he's going to have to run right around up by the 6 to be on the safe side, unless he's trying to go narrow. Well, he's trying to go narrow, and it's a big risk, and he's got away with it. But That was dangerous. It's a dangerous way to try and run out, because you're relying on a bit of luck there, and you can't rely on luck. You have to make sure that you get there. The shot I was talking about was a lot more risky in terms of scratching, but you were guaranteed to be on the 5 unless you ended up behind the 6. But now he's struggling because he can pot the 6, and he's hung the 6, and he's going to drop behind the 8, and that is a lifeline for him. He's got lucky. So Spectre Dawn with a comfortable 5 racks to 1 lead in this race to 14 on the winner's side. All the other matches tonight are all 1 loss side matches. That's a good shot, and that's going to hurt Mooncake. Excellent kick on the 6 ball, and I think Mooncake may well be buried here in a second or two, because the 7 doesn't go past the 8. But certainly Spectre Dawn can, well, he's going the other way. He's not getting cover. Well, Stubbs sitting with those proposals in his inbox, and he's going to have to accept one at some point. Well, the bank called, and in goes the 7, but no luck. Well, he doesn't want to push this 8 next to the 9, because if the cue ball goes up the table, Spectre Dawn will try and kick bank that 9 in, but he's played a good safety, and again, if you get it tight, you reduce the angles available. Spectre Dawn certainly has got his kicking eyes on tonight, because he played a good shot in the 6, unlucky to hit the knuckle, and it's now a gilt edge opportunity for Mooncake to take this rack out, get it back to within 3. That was a wee bit tentative. I mean, he'd all the room in the world to get right round into the table. It was a wee bit tentative, that shot, because he's now into a blind pocket in the middle, and that's what happens if you don't get that ball into the table. I mean, he could have went all round the 10 there and played the 10 into the corner pocket, and he's just gifting racks here. Opportunities to run out at this level now. You've got to take them out against players like Spectre Dawn, because he's just not going to make that many mistakes. And now, already in this match, Mooncake has dug a big hole for himself, and he's now relying on assistance, and I'm afraid I don't think he's going to get much help, to be honest. Spectre Dawn breaking off rack number 8, 5 ball goes. 1 ball's a bit dodgy. He's used a knuckle, and well, the only lifesaver at the moment might be that 6 ball. It's a problem, because it's going to have to be the 3-9 combo, a gentle one to keep the 3 there. Now, there's an angle there just to chip the 3 and try and come down the inside of the 6. Now if he went just short, well, he's going up the middle of the table. I think he fancies a long cut here again. No, that's a mug's game playing at that time. So it's going to be the combo. 6 balls going to go to the right. I think, no, tell a lie, 6 ball may well be there or thereabouts. Well, it's not a gimme. I mean, he should get this. And then off the 2 rails out into the table for the 7. And this is the one that will make or break, because he's narrow on this 7 ball and he's going to have to work the cue ball to get near this 10. This is too thin to allow you to do an awful lot, so you're going to have to work it. And he's played it well. Pace is good, and it's looking pretty grim for Mooncake. That's, I think, about 3 good chances he's had and can't put the racks away, either getting out of shape, and that last rack was just a tentative shot. Didn't play it with a great deal of confidence, trying to hold for a 10 ball into the middle at an awkward angle when he should have went around it. Get into the big open area, make the shot easy rather than making things difficult for yourself. And he's now 7-1 down. And 1 ball has gone, shot in the 2. 3 balls a problem. He's going to have to work for that one as well. Top of the table, right next to the cue ball. That was the problem, having to put an awful lot of power to try and get the cue ball somewhere near the 3. Well, it's a chance again for Mooncake. What the hell is he talking about streaming? I've lost track of this conversation going on here. Who's talking about the streaming and streaming other matches? Well, there's balls down the bottom left to try and hide behind, but he didn't get enough spin on it. But he's got distance. He could find himself in trouble in a minute though, because he's given Spectre Dawn a free opportunity here to get this cue ball into cover at either end of the table, although he's got less options just with the 5 ball, so he's trying to come down into this corner. And he hasn't quite got there. I don't think that Spectre Dawn is going to be too concerned, because Mooncake's managing to find his way into trouble through his own accord. He's not needing any assistance, and right now he's got another problem, another blind pocket shot. Now the other one, 6 ball goes, no problem. Angle to get out into the table. Now he wants to brush, he wants to pot this 6 and just brush through off the 10. He doesn't want to hold this at an awkward angle in this 7 ball. He wants to be near the 8 when he pots this 6 ball, because that way he can then just roll the 7 in, or actually have a little angle to maybe get the cue ball out while he's going for the slam dunk. I mean, the thing is, Stubbs got to have a day off, and when he's a day off, then he's got all day his time, where he could play like noon or 1 o'clock, which would be like 6 or 7 o'clock our time. I mean, where's the problem? Needs time to eat match. Well, I think long as Stubb knows that you're not going to be playing him at 2 AM our time, that's fine. Then he has to accept something that's more suitable to him on a day that he's got off, where you know, it could be early afternoon his time, which means it's early evening our time. Where's the problem? So the deadline's the 29th, so that's what, 4 days away, or 5 days away. I'm losing track of dates here myself. But anyway, Mooncake's got himself another rack on the board. He breaks off in rack number 10. 7 ball goes in, and well, I think he's got the edge of that 1 ball. Let's have a quick look at the bracket, and Bill, well, let's go in a similar direction to this match. Bill now leads by 7-2. Well, I mean, at this stage in the tournament, if you're going to be causing problems for an opponent, this is a perfect example of a table that you have to take out. You've got to be able to get your way around this set of balls here and take the rack out and leave no doubt about it. And again, another poor shot. That's really poor. Okay, he can still cut the 4, but the cue ball's going all over the place. It's just difficult to judge the pace. Has to get it to the pocket though. You see, again, he's chickened out. I mean, the worst thing to do is just to choke on it and not get it to the hole. So I think there's a bit of well, where's the cue ball going here from Spectre Dawn? Oh, he's got away with it. I think there's a bit of too much nerves and sort of choking in the shot a wee bit. There's been a wee bit of evidence of that. Bit too tentative, not positive enough. And it's another rack that is going to go south. Where's my bottle of water? So you've got Spectre Dawn, who's been under absolutely no pressure in any racks whatsoever. And when he was, he managed to kick himself to a 6 ball that was over the top corner pocket. Voice is going already. Excuse me. So all the wrong vibes are coming from Mooncake as far as his prospects are concerned in this match. So Spectre Dawn sitting on the 1. Mute the mic, hang on a minute. Well, Spectre Dawn has got himself blocked off. No problem in hitting it. Making sure he calls the pocket. And that's another testy shot here for Mooncake. He's neither here nor there for a pocket, and knows that if he takes this on and misses it, it's probably another one gone. Now stunned across for the 6 ball past to 8, but of course having missed the 5, Spectre Dawn will have to come across the same way here to get on this 6, because it doesn't go past the 7, and he's left himself short. Stub, even I read the chat, and if Semi-Pro was to accept 10 o'clock at night knowing that he's up at 5:30 the next morning, he's going to barely get 4 hours sleep. So forget that idea. That's a good shot. A combo in the 10, and it's 9-2. This is Stubbs' way of trying to get inside your head, Semi. We've seen it all before. So the break is dry. Yeah, Stubbs talking about 7 or 8 every day of the week, but 7 or 8 his time, that's what he's talking about. 7 or 8 our time is like 1 or 2 in the afternoon your time, Stubb. He's playing silly buggers, as we say. That's what he's doing. Well, Spectre Dawn just needs to get himself navigated around these balls and he'll be into double figures. So Bill now leads by 9 racks to 2, and it's just a question of who's going to race. Well, Bill's on the hill at the moment. Cue ball. Oh, again the jaw comes to the rescue, and it's going to have to be a tough 7, but loads of room to get on the 8. Not a problem, it's all about potting the 7. Stub, here's a simple question. What's your day off next week? I mean, this is what, Thursday the 24th, Friday the 25th, Saturday the 26th, Sunday the 27th, Monday the 28th, and Tuesday the 29th. Out of those days, what one's a day off? Well, Bill is comfortably through by 10 racks to 2. We didn't even get a chance to have a look at him, but it is 10-2 here for Spectre Dawn, and that's a couple of balls in the break. The 2 and the 7's gone, and I think let's have a closer look at this 6 ball. Again, that's too tight, but if push comes to shove, you could play a billiard, skim off the 6 and pot the 9, but he may well try and... I'm thinking, I mean, if he had a better angle in that 3, he could have tried it and still have been on the 4, but he's thinking about this 6 ball. He's thinking ahead and looking at what he's got. That 6 ball, when you're right here, it's too tight to go past that comfortably. So we'll find out in a second what he's decided to do. It will certainly depend on how he finishes on this 5 ball, whether he wants to try and run the cue ball up and into this 6. Well, he's got the wrong angle on the 5. He's more than likely going to try and play the billiard here if he can get somewhere near that 8 ball, but he's going to, I mean, the angle's far too much in the 5. I don't even think he can do that. I mean, this is a cut into the middle and the cue ball running away up the right hand side of the table, and he's going to have to maybe try and check it off the rail a bit. I don't think he's hit it enough, has he? He may well be. I think he's pretty much on the nail. Well, is he still convinced he can cut this comfortably? Because at that angle he's more than likely going to push the 6 to the 9 first of all. Yeah, it was always going to be too difficult. But well, so that sounds about a rough time that would suit Acero, because Acero's in Japan, remember, so that'll be like 11 PM his time, and he's played most of his matches at that time. But it hasn't been confirmed yet. If you sent him a proposal, he'll probably accept that. Spectre Dawn having to play the kick, and again on the assurance that the 8 ball is awkward for Mooncake. Well, I mean, let's be honest, you can slam this 6 ball in and let the cue ball run, but you're not really going to get on the 8. Did he send you one for that time though, Albie? He'll have given you 3 choices. So that'll be like 4 PM your time. Oh, that's good. That'll suit me perfect. I'll get that, no problem. Well, Spectre Dawn's missed a cut. Once again, Mooncake can pot the 6. Now, can he, from that angle, draw up the right hand side here? He's going to have to get some weight into this. Now, see how tentative he plays this shot, because he's got a safety. It's got to be delicate though. Yeah, he's hit it far too heavy again, and he's exposed the 8 ball. And Spectre Dawn can play the cut, knowing that if he overcuts it, it will go along that top rail and the cue ball will come down the left hand side and he'll be on the 9 anyway. So again, another poor safety from Mooncake, and again it's going to cost him severely. Yeah, I mean, you've got Albie, there's the perfect example there. I mean, Albie's an hour ahead of the UK, so Albie's sitting at 9 o'clock at the moment almost, and Acero is 5 AM in the morning his time right now. But if Acero is playing at 3 in the afternoon his time, sorry, 4 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon at Albie's time, which is 2 in my time, then it's still 11 o'clock at night for Acero. Oh, there's confidence for you. If you accept 9 PM, you'll be back in bed by 10. Well, he's called the bank, and it goes. Four ball might well squeeze in. Yep, it goes in past the 7. He's just gone a wee bit offline here on this 6. Would have, I think he can still run through though. Yeah, he can still run through. Well, that's the big difference in this match. Whenever Spectre Dawn's at a table with balls to be potted, he's potted them, and Mooncake hasn't been able to do that. And what chances he has had, he's thrown them away. Well, there's the last match of the night is about to start in 5 minutes time, and that could be a match that might not last that long either, I'm assuming. I think it's between Linus and Christian, provided everybody shows up. And in goes the 10, and Spectre Dawn, an unassailable lead. And Mooncake is just going to take a break, and while he's doing that, we'll just have a quick refresher. We can see Bill is through to the next round, and well, there's an interesting prospective match for the next round, because Sylvia is playing Bankster tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon my time at 5 PM, and that'll be I think the first match will be streaming tomorrow, because at 7 o'clock tomorrow night we have, where the hell is it? It's in the one lost side, isn't it? We have the match between, where have I gone? Have I gone past it? No, there it is. We've got the match between Cobra and Larry at 7 o'clock tomorrow. And further up, we've also got the match between Bedhead and LS3 at 8 o'clock. So there are 3 matches tomorrow, one at 5, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll be back for the main event of the evening, and then the last one will be Bedhead and LS3. Bedhead, of course, will be the very strong favourite for that, and the other thing is Bedhead was pretty damn good against Snake Eyes, so Bedhead's warming up and heading in the right direction to get himself all the way through this one loss side. And of course, on this winner's side, we've got, as Albie says, he's going to try and get his match sorted out with Acero, and the semi-pro Real Poland Power match just sits there. All this chat and nothing happening. And that's about it. Right, so Mooncake having a break. I'll have a quick drink. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I think that, well, I presume he's not even in the lobby at the moment. I mean, that's what, 8 o'clock? Oh, where are we? Get this player list to move. Linus will be there. There he is. Oyama's there. And no sign of Party Marty, so we could be all over for the evening. So we're back into the match. It's 12-2 to Spectre Dawn. Needs another 2 to march on the winner's side. And well, it's just a matter of time, isn't it? I mean, it's going to happen. It would be an all-time shocker if anything happened in this match now. It's way too late. Is that going far enough? I don't think so. No, that's perfect. The 9 ball's a perfect guide to make the cut in the 1. Well, is he going to draw up to the middle pocket, or is he going to try and find a way? Yeah, he's playing the draw to try and come right across, and he's still giving himself a sight on it. So Spectre Dawn not messing about, he's just going for the kill whatever chance he gets. Well, that's definitely gone upward. He may well call the 5. I mean, why not? Or is he playing safe? Well, if I was Mooncake, I'd be careful here, because he could find himself buried. Yeah, this is got beyond a joke now, Stubb. I mean, if I was you, Semi-Pro, I wouldn't be even. I would have no more discussion over the times. You've sent him your times. The ones that he's proposing are no use. And like I say, he's just trying to get inside your head. Yeah. Well, the time is, what, 3 minutes past 8, so that room will be up. Yeah, I'm reckoning that Linus is going to have a forfeit in his hands and get advanced to the next round. Yeah, no sign of Party Marty, so this will be the one and only match of the night. Well, loads of room in the left hand side of the table. Anywhere in the left you can get on the 5, and now he's got the angle to come around and go over here somewhere for the 6. That looks too heavy. Yeah, far too heavy. Just not finding the pace at all, and getting himself constantly out of shape. And of course the other problem is the 7 ball doesn't go, which is also going to ruin Mooncake's chances of taking the rack out. He's tried to stun in behind the 8. Not a bad effort, I think. I don't think he's got the full snooker, but he's certainly restricted what in fact he has. It's actually better than I thought. But if Spectre Dawn doesn't hit the 6, Mooncake's got to take the 7 ball out. With the ball in hand, he has to get that cue ball in such a position, and he can do that to nudge into the 7. Now, what's he doing with this? I mean, he's a bit straight. Is he trying to drop in between the... Well, okay, he's got a semblance of a shot, but again, it's not easy. And he's going to be well away from this 8 ball. If he goes for the cut, he can go all out and come back across the table. Again, too much weight in the shot, and it's another free rack for Spectre Dawn. And it's now Spectre Dawn moving within 1 of the next round. And of course, with the break. Well, poor Mooncake can't get a full sight in the 1 ball. I mean, he can bend around the 8 slightly and punch that 1, and the cue ball will spin towards the rail, and as long as that 1 ball misses a 10, it can come around the table like that or something like that, and he's got cover. And that's going to hurt as well. Spectre Dawn getting the kick and the 1 ball going safe behind the 10, and this could be Mooncake's last shot because these balls are all on. There's not a problem ball on the table. Well, he might get another shot because the 1 ball, in terms of cutting it, it's very tight. He hasn't called the 2. Well, he's going to go reverse bank. I mean, it is a good reverse bank. He's going to run into the 10 and he's going to hold for the 2. Well, he's went behind the 10, but that'll do. In goes the 1, and now just going to pick his way around these. Good angle in the 2. Well, I don't know whether he's maybe too straight. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's just a bit too straight, so he's going to have to get the spin working, and he's leaving himself the bedhead cut. He's just got to be gentle, get up past that 7 ball, and now does he take the risk in drawing off this or punching that 9 out the way? Well, he's played the draw, and that's what happens. It's gone wrong, but he can chip this in. He can't quite get to the edge of it, but he can chip it in off the rail. Oh, he got it without the rail. Well, I'll make it simple for you, Stub. I don't stream anything if it's after 9 o'clock, put it that way. That's way too late for me, 9 o'clock my time. I've got to be up at 4:30 every day. I've just finished, this is my last day off, so I'm back to work tomorrow all over the weekend. And anything at 9 o'clock at night, I'm not interested, I'm afraid. I'm heading for bed. You know what I'm like, even at this time of night, 10 past 8, the old brain starts shutting down. Well, Mooncake shut down long before me tonight because he's heading to the one loss side, and he's going to find just as much trouble over that side. And it is a dominant victory for Spectre Dawn by 14 racks to 2. And well, we'll have a look at the bracket because Spectre Dawn, well, the bracket's quick because it's already put them through. Spectre Dawn is lying in wait for the winner of the match between Hazard and Jover. Now I have to say, and I'll say right now, Spectre Dawn, well, I think he thought he would have a lot more trouble with Mooncake. Whoever Spectre Dawn plays in his next match, Spectre Dawn is going to be such a big favourite. It'll be an absolute disaster if he doesn't come through it, whether it be Hazard that gets through or Jover that gets through. Probably Hazard is a favourite, but you know, Hazard gets loose all too often as well, and you've seen what Spectre Dawn will do to you if that's the way you're going to play. He'll just annihilate you. So that's the prospect for either of those two guys. Whenever they play, they're going to bump into Spectre Dawn, who's in no mood to do any favours for anybody. In the meantime, we have got confirmation of the match between Stub and Semi Pro, and it's for 8:30 tomorrow, and that has a potential to go 2 hours, which is 10:30, well past my bedtime. So I doubt very much whether I'll stream that, so somebody will have to stream it so I can watch it. And Albinario, as I said, or as Albinario said, he's going to arrange his match with Acero, and that'll be a suitable time. So there's a lot of good matches coming, and of course any of these guys here could end up over on this one loss side. Well, they're bound to be over on the one loss side. We've got Bedhead looking very strong. We've got Mooncake now waiting for the winner of the Bedhead LS3 match. Well, Bedhead's going to be more than likely the favourite to go through in it. So and then Cobra and Larry tomorrow night, and also in the afternoon, late afternoon, I've probably gone past it. No, there it is. We've got Sylvia against Bankster at 5 PM my time, so I'll be there for that. So with that, guys, thanks again for your company. Thanks for staying with us, watching the stream. I never saw that result going through. Right, so there it is there, just to confirm that as well, that Party Marty hasn't turned up. And well, as we found out yesterday, there may well be a good reason. Hopefully it is a genuine reason, but Linus won't be caring. He's through to the next round, and I don't know who he plays. Let me have a quick look at that before I go. Where's the Linus match? So Linus is through to play the winner of Wink at Me or Sky Bitter. So again, Wink at Me, very strong against Miasma. Sky Bitter may well give him a wee bit more trouble, but he should still be favourite to go through. So Linus is waiting for the winner of that match, and that is us definitely up to date now. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for your company. Do take care, stay safe, keep your distance, wear your mask, even though it's not going to do you much good. And hopefully I can see you, some of you, tomorrow night, for it should be a good match tomorrow night between Cobra and Larry. I'm looking forward to it. So until then, I'll bid you good night.